Okay friends, today we are going to see type of adsorption isotherm. What is mean of? First we are going to see what is mean of isotherm. Isotherm is a relation, gives a relation between the amount of substance absorbed by the gas means by the surface means adsorbent, and equilibrium pressure or concentration at constant temperature is known as adsorption isotherm, or it is also defined as the plot of amount of substance adsorbed by an adsorbent by and equilibrium pressure or concentration at constant temperature. And there are two types of adsorption isotherm: Brundtle's adsorption isotherm and Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Then we are going to see Brundtle's adsorption isotherm. H. Brundtle's proposed the relation between amount of gas adsorbed per unit mass of adsorbent at equilibrium pressure or concentration at constant temperature. And then Brundtle's proposed the relation. That relation is given by the isotherm, given by the equation x by m equal to kp raised to n by n, where x is a mass of gas adsorbed, m is mass of adsorbent, where k and n is a constant and which depend on the nature of adsorbate material, and k depends on nature of adsorbate material and n depends on the nature of adsorbent. Then for solving this equation, practical purpose, taking log of equation 1, then log of x by m equal to log of p into this power, in case of power multiply by log 1 by n log of p, and then this equation is compare the equation of straight line y equal to mx plus c. So plot of log of x by m versus log of p, and then the nature of graph is straight line, and then the value of intercept gives the value of constant k, and then from the slope we can calculate the value of n value, we can calculate the slope. And then this Brundtle's adsorption isotherm have some limitations. It is only applicable to at low and moderate pressure. The constant k and n vary with temperature, and then it is empirical formula without theoretical base, and then it is a temperature dependent adsorption. Hence this Brundtle's adsorption isotherm is not applicable at different temperatures. Then the limitation of Brundtle's adsorption isotherm is overcome by Langmuir adsorption isotherm, and then the Langmuir proposed this theory for adsorption, and in order to overcome the limitation of Brundtle's adsorption isotherm, in 1960 Langmuir proposed this theory of adsorption of gas on the surface of solid, and then this theory is put forth some assumption as follows. First assumption is the gas adsorbed layer on solid is assumed to be monomolecular in thickness, means it is a unimolecular or unilayer or single layer is formed on the adsorbent, and then this is true at lower pressure and higher temperature. Then next assumption is the surface is uniformly energetically. The surface is uniform energetically, means at the whole surface is a uniform. And then next is the adsorption is taking place on fixed side, and there is no further interaction between unimolecular layer and gas. Once the unimolecular layer is formed on the adsorbent, then adsorption will be stopped. It indicates maximum saturation of adsorption. Then next assumption is the amount of gas adsorbed by adsorbent. It depends on the surface area of adsorbent covered by gas. Means the extent of adsorption is depend on the surface area available for adsorption. Large surface area available for adsorption, the extent of adsorption is more. We already seen in the last lecture, factor affecting on surface area. The extent of adsorption is more in case of porous solid or finely divided state. And then next assumption is the process of adsorption is dynamic, which consists of the two opposite process. Then first process is condensation process, in which gas molecule get adsorbed on the solid surface. And then next process is the evaporation process, in which adsorbed molecule leave the surface, and this is known as the desorption of the gas. This is known as desorption of gas. Then we are going to see the derivation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Suppose let's the theta be the fraction of surface area covered by the adsorbed molecule at any instant. म्हणजे किती मॉलिक्यूल त्याने कव्हर केलेला आहे ऍडसॉर्बेटने ऍडसॉर्बंट वरती, तो कशाने देतो आपण, कशाने इंडिकेट करतो, तो थीटाने इंडिकेट करतो त्या ठिकाणी. अँड देन दिस फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ द सरफेस इज कव्हर्ड. सपोज ऑल सरफेस एरिया इज consider as a unity, and then out of total surface area, some part of surface area is covered by the adsorbate, and that given by the theta. Then what is uncovered part? Uncovered part is a total unity minus covered part theta, that is a 1 minus theta. Then applying the kinetic theory, and according to which the rate striking molecule per unit area of surface is directly proportional to the pressure of gas, and then rate of condensation or adsorption of molecules should be determined by both process, both pressure and the fraction of surface uncovered. Then this rate of adsorption is directly proportional to the pressure and uncovered surface area. Uncovered surface area is 1 minus theta and pressure P. So rate equal to K1 1 minus theta into P, and where K1 is the proportionality constant, and then the rate of adsorption is directly proportional to adsorbed surface area. Rate of adsorption, so rate RD equal to directly proportional to theta. Desorption, rate of desorption, not adsorption here, desorption, then K2 into theta, and where K1 and K2 is the proportionality constant. And at the equilibrium both adsorption and desorption is same. Instead of here adsorption, we can, one mistake is there, right there, the desorption. Then RA equal to RD. You know RA, what is RA? K1 1 minus theta P. So RD K2 theta. Then this multiplied factor, then when you go to transfer, so K1 minus P, first solve this bracket, K1 into P minus K1 into theta P equal to K2 theta. K1 P equal to this minus, when you transfer it, plus K2 theta plus K2 theta P. K1 P equal to theta K2 plus K1 P, and then theta multiplied, when it get transfer, it get divided, then theta equal to K1 P upon K2 plus K1 P. And then this theta, what is theta? It is a covered surface area, by adsorbate on adsorbent. Then divide by K2 to denominator and numerator. Then this equation becomes K1 upon K2 into P, K2 upon K2 plus K1 upon K2 into P. K2 get cancelled. Then theta equal to, suppose K1 upon K2 is another constant B, and so here this equation becomes here theta equal to BP upon K2 1 plus K1 upon K2 BP, and then the amount of gas adsorbed per unit mass of the adsorbent is given by Y, and Y is directly proportional to the theta. Theta is the surface area covered by adsorbate on adsorbent. Then Y equal to, what is the value of theta? You know, the above equation number 3, we can put is in this equation, then BP upon BP plus 1, and then Y equal to K into BP upon BP plus 1, and this K is now the proportionality constant, and K equal to AP, K into B. B is also constant, K is also constant, K into B is another constant, AP upon BP plus 1, and then this equation 4 is equation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. On this topic in the examination, question like us for 4 marks, they derive an expression of equation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Then we are going to see validity of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Means this equation is valid. At which condition? At which condition this equation we can applicable? Then this validity of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Let's rearrange the equation 1. You know, y equal to AP upon BP plus 1. This equation. For verification, divide by P to both side. Y by P, 1 upon P into AP upon BP plus 1, and taking reciprocal, so P upon Y, and then BP into AP, sorry here P into AP is Khalil and BP plus 1 over the P upon Y equal to B upon A into P plus 1 upon A, and when you plot the graph y equal to mx plus c, compare, then on y-axis we can plot, put the P upon Y, and on x-axis this is the pressure, and then slope is a B upon A, and intercept is 1 upon A. Then it should be the straight line, and then curve 1. There are two curves are seen in this graph. Then first curve is adsorption of nitrogen on mica at 90 degree centigrade, and curve second is the adsorption of nitrogen on mica at 45 degree centigrade. At 45 degree centigrade means this two curve is the same adsorption of nitrogen on mica but at different temperature, and this graph gives the amount of adsorption, variation of amount of adsorption with pressure. And when this nature of graph is straight line, then we can apply the Langmuir adsorption isotherm for this example. But then some limitation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Langmuir adsorption isotherm is only applicable to the monolayer adsorption, not the multilayer adsorption. Particularly it applicable to the chemisorption. Once the chemical reaction is formed, then further adsorption will be stopped. For example, in case of aluminium on aluminium, when the oxygen gas adsorb on aluminium, and then this reaction between the aluminium and oxygen and formation of the non-perforated film of aluminium oxide. Once the film of aluminum oxide is formed, then further contact of oxygen or further reaction will be stopped. So this application is there is no corrosion of aluminium with water, and then Langmuir adsorption isotherm deduce the following different condition. At low pressure, it is possible to neglect BP as compared to the unity, then 1 plus BP equal to 1. At that time y equal to AP, and this extent of adsorption should be directly proportional to the pressure of gas. At high pressure, there is the unity, then 1 upon BP equal to BP, then this equation becomes y equal to AP upon BP, and then y equal to A upon P, B equal to constant. And according to this equation, the amount of gas adsorbed at any given temperature should be reached to constant limiting value at high pressure. This can be very well be compared with Brunel's adsorption isotherm when n equal to 0 at very high pressure. At intermediate pressure, when the pressure of gas is neither too high neither low, then Langmuir adsorption isotherm reduced to the Brunel's adsorption isotherm. And some application of this adsorption isotherm. This adsorption is applicable in the purification of liquid gas mixture, bulk, chemical isotherm, then the drying of gas liquid leading to industrial process, removal of the impurities from the liquid and gas media, recovery of chemical from the industrial and the vent gases, and then the water purification is the application of different application in the academic life, daily life, or the industrial process. And adsorption is very much great importance in industrial process for purification of the material or purification of the product.